This is for anyone who ever had a dream. Take a risk, a chance. Open that door when opportunity knocks. Never give up. Just believe.
Where this is the Critical Ops Championship Series. This is it. It all comes down to this, guys. In Game 1, Imperial versus Gangstars. The fight for NA, the team that wins this will qualify for the live championship. Of course, we will be dropping down to the elimination bracket later after this match. But so far, man, wow.
Today we start our legacy.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another exclusive interview on Critical Points. I am your host, D2R Legacy, and today we're going to start the ESL series of interviews where we're going to talk to the members and teams that made it to the LAN. Today we have Akjon. What's up, Akjon?
Yo, what's up, guys?
So, break down the excitement, the month leading up to it. This past month's been crazy in ESL. You guys were Imperial, and then you went to CYC, and then back to Imperial. But all in all, you guys still made it to LAN with, I believe, the top seed. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Number 1 seed in North America.
Awesome. So yeah, just take us through the experience so far. Like, you can talk about anything you want, and I'm sure the fans are excited to hear about this.
Well, the month started with us winning Valiant's spring season, which that was a really good confidence booster for us and our team. But we knew it was just the first step, because our main goal was that LAN, you know what I mean? Everybody wants to go there. And so we really had some issues because the past few weeks there was a lot of issues with people not being able to be on. Like Drone actually has had to fly out of the country for a month, and so we lost him, and we had to play without him. And so that was a big deal for us, because he was our in-game leader, and a few other members on the team weren't able to be on a lot, myself included, because I was really busy. Because what happened was there were 3 weeks of the qualifiers, and until before the first week, we were all under the impression that the whole thing was going down like the first weekend. So all the stuff we had to do, we moved it to the week after, because we were like, we got to practice this whole week, because this Sunday's it. And then we learned, okay, it's actually 3 weeks. And the reason we were under 1 week is because some people from ESL had miscommunicated with us some information about it, which you would be surprised how often that happens. No offense to ESL, but in the beginning of this qualifier, there was massive confusion as to what was actually happening.
Yeah,
but
I also
they
thought
got
it was supposed to be over in 1 weekend as well.
Yeah, but it got cleared up by like the second week, and it was good after that. But so after that first day, we were like, oh crap, we were going to be really busy this week. So it was really hard for us to get a lot of scrims in. Like, some days we weren't even scrimming, and when we were, it was like 2-3 max, and so that's not good practice. And so we weren't feeling really that confident some days, but work. And like, I think some of us were a little surprised how well we actually did with the lack of practice. But I feel like once we have this, now that we made it, we did it, and now we have a whole practice together and stuff, I feel like we'll be in really good form for the LAN in August. And yeah.
So you guys put the team together basically specifically for LAN. You guys are probably one of the only teams that kind of merged with other players and stuff, specifically for LAN. I know Cam had mentioned that he joined just for LAN.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of teams that recruited people just because they weren't able to play with what they had.
Yeah, I believe it's 16 and up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do you want to mention the roster that will be traveling to LAN?
Well, I feel like all 6 of us are going to go, but I'm not exactly sure if Drone's going to be able to go. If he is able to, he's going to play, but if he's not, Lala's playing. So it's definitely gonna be me, Drone, Retros, Cam, and then either Drone or Lala. Depends on what happens because there's some stuff we still need to figure out with ESL about flights and stuff
Now,
and dates.
now that you made it this far, we've talked months ago about this. Is it set in yet, or will it set in when you guys actually get off the planes and land, get to your hotels, and start seeing the venue and all that stuff?
What do you mean?
Like as far as like the excitement goes.
Well, um, here's the thing. A lot of people on this team, like me, Cam, well, not maybe not as much retros, but like me, Cam, and Drone a little bit, and a few others. We've been playing these games for like me and Cam. We've been playing mobile like games for like 3-4 years, like in this community, playing these games, and like I feel like it's all led up to this moment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I had left before this, I would have felt like maybe I didn't really accomplish much during these years of my life where I invested so much time becoming good at these games that I never really, maybe I won a few tournaments, but I didn't really get something really impactful out of it. And now that I saw this LAN coming on, I was like, wow, this is a super amazing opportunity for us. Like all our hard work will finally mean something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really awesome that ESL provided us with this opportunity. And so, yeah, I think everybody's really happy that we were able to get here. And so I think, yeah, we were all really excited that we made it. So.
You bring up a big point. I mean, you guys been playing, a lot of the people, the OGs, I say, we've been playing in this community, MC5, all just kind of for tournaments, and now there's actually like a LAN. Did you tell your parents? Are they supportive now?
Yeah. Well, yeah, my mom's fine with it, and everybody on our team has talked about that. Everybody's good, except it's pretty good regarding that.
I mean, it's very, very cool to see that this is actually finally coming into fruition because people have been talking about this LAN for months. There's still information that hasn't been released about how it's going to go, but I know out of the EU side, there's actually problems, and some of the teams might not actually get to go.
No, I think they cleared that up.
Okay,
They
that's great.
Ascent wasn't able to go because they had members on vacation, so they had to find somebody who could. And Viral got 5 members who were able to go. They were the next EU team that was actually eligible to go. I think they were in 4th place,
Mm-hmm.
but they're going now, and so they're able to go. So EU set Kings and Viral are going, and it's us and GS.
So you guys obviously will be playing GS. You guys have a lot of history playing each other.
Well, I don't think that we play GS first round. I think that, like, what would be the point of the seeding then?
Yeah.
I feel like since we're 1 seed, we're gonna play the number 2 EU seed. That's how I'm pretty sure it's gonna go down like that.
I would assume that, but I don't. I mean, I've been wrong in the past.
Because what would be the point of the seeding if we just play GS again? I don't know.
Yeah. So playing at the LAN, do you think that it would be fair for the players to bring their own devices, or do you think it'd be fair if they provided devices for everyone to get even keel with?
There's a few things about that. Number one, I doubt ESL has the budget to do that, to give everybody iPad Pros or something. No, like number two, like I've never played on a bigger iPad. I've always used an iPad Mini. Lala plays on his phone, so like I feel like everybody, if we've gotten this far with what we have, I feel like most players are pretty comfortable on their device, and that it wouldn't really be necessary to supply an iPad, even though it would be awesome if they gave us iPad Pros to play on. But I just don't see that this is I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it could go either way, especially since it's a new first LAN event. Who knows how they're gonna do it? I definitely think the teams that are going, they deserve to go 110%.
Oh, and I wanted to talk about that. Like, if you look at the teams playing, Gangstars, Imperial, but the people on Imperial, Kings, and Viral, which is like Abs and all them. These are all people that's been in this community since this competitive community started. So I feel like
Totally.
everybody who's going deserve to go. Like Kings and Essex. A lot of people in GS were from SXC, and so all these people who helped build this community get to go. And I think that's really cool.
Mhm.
That
There's going to be a lot of camaraderie, I would say. Even though you guys are playing other teams, like you guys finally get to
Mhm.
meet some of these people in real life.
Yeah, and like I don't know if you know, but I was in Kings for 2 years
Hmm.
before I made Imperial, so I know all those people really well, and it'll be really cool to see them.
Now, I think if ESL does it right, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a couple day event, which would be cool. Because then it would give you guys time to enjoy the experience. And then hopefully maybe it's
Yeah.
on Sunday, they do the actual big event. But like the Friday and
Mhm.
Saturday would be cool because you guys get to do like the meet and greets, and hopefully they have like a film team there so they can do the
Oh God,
behind the scenes stuff. Like when you
I
watch
can't even
ESL,
imagine.
like this is a big deal. Like it really is. Like I hope they go all out with it because the presentation
Mhm.
needs to be there, the backstories need to be there
Yeah.
to hype the matches, so that way people get to
Mhm.
know the players. And unfortunately some people might have to do face reveals, and that's all right, but I mean it's
Yeah, there's a few people that haven't ever shown their face. Like consider like most notably Headshot
on
on
Kings.
Kings and Two Beast on Gangstars. I've never seen their faces,
So I mean, I
so
hope
that'll be
I hope they do
interesting.
all that stuff because it makes when you watch, say you watch like ESL One or Cologne and stuff, they do a lot of that behind the scenes stuff
Yeah,
in between the matches, and I hope there's the big
but I don't know
casters there.
if our at ESL is up to that par yet. But we'll see what
We'll
happens.
see. I mean, you never know. Maybe they could be. Maybe hopefully CFE's helping out
Yeah.
as well. Because that would be you guys literally
Hmm.
are not that you're not celebrities in the scene already, but you guys will be put on a bigger pedestal and platform at that
Hmm.
point. And
Yep.
making history, literally making history. So
Yeah, everybody's gonna remember this one in this community if it goes far.
the
It'll be the
the
first one.
first
Yeah.
LAN. So obviously you guys want to win. What would it
Yeah,
mean for
definitely.
you personally to win the
Well,
championship?
like I said earlier, like I felt like this all was worth it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like all this countless hours playing these
Hmm.
games for years. I feel like it'll have been worth it if we. I mean, going to land just makes it worth it, but winning it, like that would be awesome.
Hmm.
Be really awesome.
Yeah, because there's people that have left the community, and I'm sure that they're regretting that.
Oh yeah, I listen. I was so close to leaving the community months ago, like even 6 months ago. I had stuff going on. I was busy, but what kept me back is like one day there's gonna be a LAN, and I'm gonna not be there, and I'm gonna hate myself for it because I would have felt like I should have been there. And so that's literally why I stayed here. I've stayed in this game because like yeah, I think it's awesome that we're able to go and yeah.
So, post LAN, do you have any plans after LAN? Obviously, who
Well,
knows what's going to happen? Maybe there's going to be some
mhm,
big orgs there, and hopefully,
yeah.
especially your team's not under an org. Hopefully, you guys get picked up by a big org. So,
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of offers to represent us for the land, but I think we're going to wait
mhm,
until after to
that would be
see
the smart
what
thing.
else comes. And yeah, we're probably gonna see what options we have.
Yeah, I would. That thinks that's the smart thing to do because then you're not
Hmm.
committed to someone, and then after LAN or during LAN, while you guys are there, you guys will meet people, make connections, and hopefully, you guys can put
Yeah,
bring bigger orgs into the scene. So
and if we don't get picked up, um, future of my team is kind of unknown because like I know Cam and J7 want to make their own team. They already did. But if I feel like if we get picked up, they'll stay with us.
hmm
But me and Retros is in his senior year. I have my high school year. I'm taking 6 APs. I'm gonna be hella busy,
hmm
and I'm playing football, so I might not be able to have time.
true, true.
So
Everyone
so
forgets that real life still comes
yeah,
first. Still
And so
confused.
I want to give it my all this LAN because I might not be continuing to play after, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's see this good karma for you paid off because you said you almost left the community, but you believed
Yeah,
in this game, you believed in CFE, and
yeah, and
now here it is.
I want to talk about that. Like I said 6 months ago, but something like literally 2 months ago, my team, Hammers of Redemption, they left me to join Team Phoenix to make a super team with Team Phoenix ring. And I literally had no team, nobody with me. And so, like that whole story I told you about how I hit up retros and Drone got kicked and we made Imperial. I think it's just crazy how far we've come in such little time. Like, I bet if 2 months ago somebody would have said that Akjon made a team and got to land with the #1 seed, nobody would have believed you. So I think it's awesome that we made it so far. From like we started at nothing just like 3 months ago. And there were these well-established teams that everybody said, "Oh, it's gonna kill comp now. Look at this, Smiley joined
Absolutely.
Cam. It's over." But yeah, I think it's really cool how everything ended up.
Yeah, it all ended up full circle for you. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
even got picked up by CYC during ESL, and then
hmm
CYC, I think, if I'm not mistaken,
They had an internal issue between the owners, and they went separate ways. Bad for us. Like, even though we had signed, like, we had made contractual agreements that offered us stuff, and we were promised things, and well, it didn't work out between us and them, and
it might have worked
it had
out for the
nothing to do.
best.
It had nothing to do with us. It was all. It had nothing to do with C-ups or us, like them not wanting us. They wanted us, but it was just the owners went separate ways, and we were caught in the side effects. But yeah, I mean, that's over. There's not really much I can say about that, but I guess you could say it worked out for the best
It
because
did, because
now other orgs know that we don't have any attachment, and so we're open. So we'll see who hits us up. You know what I mean?
So now at the LAN, do you guys change how you're gonna play? I mean, obviously we've never been there, so who knows how the setup's gonna be? Are you
I've
guys
been
gonna
talking to
keep
my
to
team
like
about
the
this. Like,
roles?
I'm gonna be honest. You might not believe it, but like these past tournaments where we didn't have a lot of practice, we literally just winged it. Like we would just make up stuff in game for what we're doing.
Oh wow!
It was so sketchy. But what I told everybody is for this big.
That's
My
okay.
Discord crashed for a second.
You
Do
were
you want me to
saying,
continue? Where?
yeah,
What?
you were saying, you guys literally just kind of winged it, but then you were
Oh
getting.
yeah, what I've been talking to my team about. Yeah, I want to take a lot of time to make like these organized plans and everything. You know what I mean? And so we can look like this well-oiled team at this big tournament, and we'll look really amazing. We'll just plow through everybody. I'm really excited to start working with everybody and just make sure like we have good chemistry with each other without a doubt. And if we can take the next step and start like organizing it and doing all this stuff, I think we'll be unbeatable, and it'll look really good to anybody wanting to pick us up. They'll be like, "Damn, that team knows what's up." You know what I mean?
Yeah, because now
So
you just have to fine tune little things. You guys literally have
yeah,
almost a month to practice and prepare
yeah.
for.
We have all this footage of our other teams that we can study. Like we have so much stuff we can do to work on. So yeah.
Yeah, thankfully, all the other teams are big content creators, so they put
Oh yeah.
put a lot of videos up there for people to not only be entertained, but it also gives you guys study tactics.
Yeah,
So that's
for
awesome.
sure.
I mean, I look forward to seeing how this event's gonna play out.
Yes.
I will.
I want to know what the prize pool is going to be too. They haven't released that yet.
I'm hoping it's big, because that would be great for the teams.
I mean, on one hand, yeah, but would you? I feel like them just letting us get there is also just
True.
an amazing prize. But
True.
yeah, everybody wants to win some money too.
I
So
mean, what's a LAN without a cash prize? I mean, whether it's big or
true,
small.
true, very true.
I mean, that's the big point is getting that big trophy and then holding the check.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the
Yeah,
glory moment right there. So,
yeah.
I'm excited for
Was
this. I know I'm new in the community, but I've always wanted to see
mm-hmm.
people get that ESL moment, and now finally it's going to be there. Um, I'm hoping that the public will show up for the event and cheer their teams on, whether it's 5 people or 100 people.
I'm not sure. There was some confusion about that. That at first, some people were saying, like, that were on the ESL team, they were saying that there wasn't going to be a audience. But then I had a call with the CFE community manager, and he told me that no, that's not true. There is going to be an audience. So yeah,
Hmm.
it'll be interesting to see how many people show up. I know there's a bunch of well-known people like Shots. He's coming. Like people like that are well-known
Hmm.
are being able to come. But I'm interested to see how many people from the community will actually go.
Yeah, it'll be exciting, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely something for everyone to look forward to. And even if
Mhm.
your COPS career, you decide to do stuff more in real life, you'll always have this,
Yeah.
is in your history book.
True.
So, anything else you want to talk about while I have you on the line here?
You can ask me like a question about anything. I'll answer it. I don't have anything specific right
Okay.
now.
So basically, going into the land through the last month, you guys said you kind of winged it, which kind of caught me off guard. Does that mean like in the game, then you guys have different in-game leaders for certain situations? Then?
Well, what I told you was we unexpectedly well it was expected, but we weren't we had thought the whole thing was going to be done before we
That's right.
left, but our in-game leader left halfway through the whole qualifiers, so we had to completely switch to a new in-game leader where everything changed.
Well,
So
it seemed like it worked out for you guys really well. So,
yeah, dude.
do you feel like you can be over prepared then, or it's something that you just want
Yeah, I
everything to
mean,
be second nature?
being over prepared, I don't think that hurts in a game like this.
Nope, I don't. I
I
don't think
don't.
so either.
I mean, just learning tendencies will be really helpful to us. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Now,
And just to fine tune the tiny problems within our team, and then we'll be good to go.
do you feel like once you guys get on the stage, it's gonna be an overwhelming amount of pressure?
Well, I've never played on such a stage. I have no idea how it's gonna feel. I mean, I'm usually pretty good with pressure, like in real life, being in front of a lot of people.
Hmm.
But this could be completely different. I have no idea how I'm going to react. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll definitely see what happens. Um,
Yeah.
so in case you guys don't know, you can go
Well,
from.
also wait about that.
Go ahead.
I don't think anybody. I don't about what I just said. I don't think anybody in this scene has been against such pressure. So even if we are feeling pressure, it's not really. And we all have the same disadvantage. You know what I mean.
Hmm. That is true.
We're all trying to deal with it. So
If you could do one thing at the LAN besides obviously competing, what's the one biggest thing you're kind of looking forward to?
well, like I said earlier, I've been playing these games for so long, and there's people I've known for such a long time. Like I've known Abs from almost 3 years, maybe, and I know he's going, and a few other people that I've known for a super long time, and it's just been online through voice. And seeing them is going to be crazy. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like actually, like you never thought you would be able to see these people that you've been talking to online. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that works out. It might be a little weird,
Yeah, it
but
could
who
it could be
knows?
awkward or it could be really awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully there's no fights at the LAN. I know some people have some bad blood in this community, so hopefully
Yeah.
everyone can keep it
It's
respectful.
also going to be interesting because there's a few people who talk bigger than maybe they are in real life. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Online, there's a few people who love to You know what I'm
The
talking
keyboard
about.
warriors, right?
Yeah.
So,
We'll see who the keyboard warriors are at LAN.
yes.
There's going to be a few of them.
That'll definitely be interesting. So let's think about potential future here. So say you guys
Mm-hmm.
win this LAN. You guys are
Yeah.
the kings of C ops. Um, and then the next LAN comes around. Do you guys want to
Well,
go
who knows when
back
that
to
is going to
back?
be.
I mean, you guys could literally cement some legacies here. Like,
Well, to do that, we would need to stick together. And I don't know what it's going to take. Like, I'm hoping we stick together, but I don't know when the next LAN is going to be. So, I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen
I hope.
until then. But if we stick together and we get picked up by an org and we keep practicing and win another LAN, that would be crazy. We'll be remembered in this community forever.
I think
Yeah.
I think you're proof that like all the teams that go out there and they start a team and disband, like you're literally proof of like if you guys keep it together, great things can
Mm-hmm.
happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's hard. You see teams form and disband,
Mhm.
especially some of the
And
biggest teams.
I've told you my what I thought about this in the past. How
Mhm.
like before CFE made that rule about 7-player porg, it would always happen where a new team would get made. They would find some teammates. Like they're not anything amazing, but they would start practicing together. They'd get pretty good. They'd play it like a team, a really good team. And a few of those little players on that smaller team do really well. And that big team's like, damn, we should get that guy. And they get him, and it kills the little team. They all have to start over again. And that happened for over a period of time of like a year, where there's just like 2 monopolies, super teams, and then a bunch of little teams that kept disbanding. But I told you last time, and it's continuing to happen. There's an increase in the competition exponentially. There's so many new teams getting made that are actually sticking together now, and I'm really excited for that because I think more and more people are learning about how important it is to stick together. Whenever anybody asks me for tips, because so many people ask me, I say, this is a team game. You got to find teammates who are going to be as committed as you. And that's the most important. That's the first thing you need. If you don't have teammates who aren't as committed as you, your team's not going to get anywhere because you're going to get on to practice and they're not going to be on.
Yep.
And so the more and more increase in commitment from these smaller teams, it's awesome. And I think it'll really create the backbone for this expanding competitive scene for clubs.
I agree, 100%. Well, that's pretty much all I have, man. Like, I appreciate you coming on and kind of spilling a little bit of your heart out to the community, especially since it wasn't a dream, but now it is a dream coming true. So
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing, dude. I really, really appreciate you being here, man. Thank you very much, and
Thank you.
peace, everybody.
Peace. Follow me on Twitter. IMP Akjon.
IMP Akjon, guys.
Yes, sir.
I would grab their 8. They're keeping themselves alive for at least one more round. But the money on the side of Imperial is still strong. They could still buy up fully.
I feel like I just heard a gun unfold, so that might be an SG we see coming out from either Gangstars or I think from Imperial. It's gonna be kind of hefty. That's a really high damage dealing gun, and again, they have the economy for it. So if that is the case, Gangstars gonna have to cut out for them if they want to stay alive in this series here.
I don't see
Retro's
this yet.
watching. Yeah, I might have been wrong. I'm not exactly sure. I swear I heard the gun unfold. Either way, Retro's watching Banana once again, hanging out in the server room. Unfortunately, he doesn't get much for it, so that might open up a bomb site. At least holding the bomb, though, but has 1 health. He's the last person alive, so this just might be GG here.
Unless something huge can come up, unless Imperial make multiple major mistakes, this is pretty much going to be map and series for Imperial to advance onto our grand finals. Elite still with a chance to do something, but it's not looking great. Waiting for someone to push into him. He wants to take multiple duels because he can't willingly go into multiple 1vx fights. He's going to peek out into bridge, and that's exactly what it is. He's able to get 1 before he falls, but that's going to be 13 round going over to Imperial. They take this map, they take this series, and they are going off to grand finals, and they are going off to LA in August.